Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Dropping Jewels podcast. This is your host, Jewel. And so, again, I want to thank you for listening. So, don't forget, again, I am on all the listening platforms. And so, I'm excited to return to my listeners. I'm so glad that you are here to listen and here again to hear my voice. As I always like to post episodes that focus on things that we happen in this journey called life. And I like to talk about everyday ups and downs that we do experience. And I want to be able to uplift, encourage, and just talk about things that are deemed to be taboo or things that we don't know how to address. But it's important that we communicate. So I know, in life, we may be in a situation where we're working with coworkers that you're sitting back and like, you know what, they do not deserve that position because I'm a better candidate. But with this topic, I want to talk about waiting for your turn to shine. And I know sometimes it can be so frustrating to just look at things that are happening around you. It could be your family members doing well. It could be a coworker that is in a position that is higher than you. And you're like, by no means, you should be in that position. But it's essential to understand that patience and timing are crucial to achieving success. That is the most important thing. And one thing I've learned is that success does not come with age at all. It's all about timing. And sometimes we are in a place where we're just not called to be at that particular or be in that particular situation. But it is not your time and you will shine, and maybe you shine in other ways that you may not be aware of. So in this episode, we explore the importance of waiting your turn to shine and how it can lead to greater accomplishments in the long run. Sometimes you have to learn to delay gratification to understand the value of perseverance, right? To preserve um, your knowledge, to preserve your skill set. We'll dive into the benefits of waiting for your turn to shine. So, if you're tired of feeling like you're stuck in the shadows, are you waiting for your moment to arrive? This episode is definitely for you. So, get ready to learn how to wait for your turn to shine and make the most of your episode. Make the most of your opportunities in this episode. So, again, join me as I talk about the challenging of waiting your turn to shine and see if you can really be patient when the spotlight's just out of reach. So, success again is does not define who you are. Success can be I put gas in my car on this day when I said I was, as opposed to riding it on E or riding so many miles before you see the gas signal. So, you know, sometimes you want success right then and there. You want to immediately have that success story, whatever that looks like for you. Some people's success could be winning the lottery. Some people's success is overcoming, an obstacle, or a success could be um, setting that goal that they've accomplished, or finally putting into action and doing what they said they were going to do. So let's talk about patience. Patience is something that, man, people tend to lack. And the impact of patience, man, is important to success. It allows you to make productive decisions. It allows you to slow down and appreciate the present moment. So if you're in a work environment, again, that you do not like, that you're not a fan of, but I would encourage you to get all the knowledge like a sponge. Grab all the knowledge that you can obtain, and that would make you become a better version of yourself. So strengthen your knowledge. Don't rush to meet unrealistic expectations. You know, the most difficult times are the best times because it allows you to stay focused on your goals. It almost like it forces you to continue taking steps forward, even if progress seems slow, right? You then internally have a sense of resilience and grit to achieve long term success because you're sitting back and like, wait a minute, this is not on the same level of my skill set. So sometimes we feel that we've been overlooked, like our skills are not being acknowledged or, aware. There's no sense of awareness. And sometimes that's the challenge that we face when it comes to being impatient about it. So sometimes we compare oneself to other success stories, or we sometimes sit back and think that, what makes them different? Why can't I be in that situation? Because it's not your turn. It is so not your turn. I like to talk real life stories and things that I have experienced because I, for one, know all too well about waiting your turn to shine. There are individuals that come into your life's journey that you sit back and you are perplexed about they whoever decision it was to hire them, and they're your supervisor. Like there's no leadership, there's no problem solving experience, there's no work experience in that field, there's lack of knowledge, lack of awareness, lack of creativity. It's unbelievable when you sit back and you look into what is happening. You have that question mark, like, what is going on? And I'm in that situation. But I know that it's about waiting my turn to shine because it could be a simple thing, whereas that person is present at that moment for that position, but I'm next in line. So who's to say I'm there for that moment so that she can be pushed out the door? And the things that has been done is just a reason to just not continue. It's a reason for her not to continue the position. Like the spotlight is on her. Um, there's always a sense of turning point when it comes to patience, and that leads to success. The journey can be oh so sweet because the outcome is just remarkable. For me, waiting your turn is waiting with patience. It means being polite sometimes. It means continue to being who you are because things will turn around much quicker than you anticipate. Knowing that while others think they got it in the bag, while others think you can't touch them, they're untouchable, they're not, because the spotlight is not even on them. It's really not. The spotlight is really on you because I guarantee you, those people that you sit back and you try to analyze and understand why they're in that situation or become frustrated, the spotlight is really on you because they're making mistakes, they're making horrible decisions, they're not thinking on their feet, they're not focusing on what is meaningful. They have that reputation, while your reputation is way beyond them. Like it is remarkable. The mindset and the skill set that you have surpasses what they would even think of. So just know that waiting your turn and being patient, it does lead to success. It really does. Everyone's path to success is unique, and timing again is the key. So I encourage my listeners to explore your personal growth and resilience because you understand that waiting your turn to shine is the best thing that you could ever do. Do not compare, do not analyze, do not even try to understand. Continue to be you, continue to showcase your skill set, and know that you are valued. You don't need anyone to constantly tell you that you're doing good because it's what's not being said is understood. So, again, thank you so much for listening, guys, to Dropping Jules podcast. I am super excited. My goal is to continue the process. I've said it a lot, but I want to be able to share my knowledge. I want to be able to share my story because I know that those who are listening out there can relate. Those who listen out there who needs encouraging words, who needs upliftment, who needs to talk about topics that people deem to not really want to address because it's taboo. But with my podcast, with my episodes, I do talk about that. And I'm always welcome to have guests. I'm welcome to have co hosts that are regulars. I'm on all the listening platforms. And again, I'm always excited to put out an episode for you guys and your listening ears. Again, thank you so much for listening to Dropping Jewels podcast. Until next time. Bye, guys.